Okay, so welcome everybody. We will get started. Welcome to the BSMD webinar. Just going to get it set up and then we can get started. Okay. Okay, Priyamani, welcome everyone. Any questions, please put them in the chat. I will address them. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started. Just quickly. Okay, great. I think you can see my screen now. Welcome, everybody, to the BSMD admissions webinar. Please, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, and I will certainly address them at the end of the session. Okay, so I'm going to give you a comprehensive overview about how this BSMD program works. Okay. A bit about me. I'm an immigrant. I studied in India, and I was very frustrated with the lack of clarity in the college admission process. And I wanted to like break that cycle and demystify this whole process. Okay, so that's what you're going to see. A lot of information in this webinar. A bit about my credentials. I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm a positive psychology coach, an executive functioning skills coach, a meditation instructor, and I did my college counseling from UC Berkeley. Okay. Okay, so a bit about my personal life. I graduated from Tier 2 Ivy in India. I studied in REC Calicut. These days it's called NIT Calicut. My husband graduated from Harvard Extension School. It took him about 5 years to graduate, but he didn't give up. My oldest son graduated from Georgia Tech in 3.5 years with a master's. And my youngest son is a rising senior. He's applying to colleges, but he's not a STEM student. He's a political science student. And I have over 20 years of corporate experience. Okay. And who is this program for? If you're in the right place, if you're looking to skyrocket your child's success, you want to create an unbeatable profile, you're in the right place. If you want to outplay competition with our cutting edge technology and innovation, like research and all those kinds of programs that we offer, you are in the right place. And you want to fuel your child's learning from experts, then again, this is the place for you. Okay. Um, this is what we're going to learn today. You're going to learn about the different medical paths, the BSMD versus BSDO, ingredients of a successful medical candidate. You'll see our results and our success formula. I just want to warn you, our program is not for people who are looking for shortcuts. You're very hardworking, but if you feel like your child doesn't need to put that kind of hard work or effort, then this is not the place for you. And also, minimal effort and overnight success is not something that really works here. And also, like if you expect grades alone to help you land in the BSMD program, that's not going to work either. And if you're seeking a deal over quality, then our programs are not for you. Okay. We have a lot of freebies at the end of the webinar. We have a free scholarship guide, which will help you go through finding scholarships. Okay. Towards the end of the webinar, we'll give you the link and you can access that. Okay. Okay. So are you ready to make an impact? Let's get started. I don't want to waste your time. I know you've come here on a Wednesday evening. You have so many things to do, but you're here to learn, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to give you a lot of information. Okay, our successes. Our students have gotten into Stanford, the top 25 colleges like Cornell, Carnegie Mellon, UC Berkeley. I mean the Berkeleys, the UCs, Johns Hopkins Full Tuition, Case Western, NYU. I just can't fill in all my logos in here, but I'm proud of them. Our BSMD success, my students have gotten into St. Louis, Texas NMed, Harvard Pre-Med, Augusta, St. Bonaventure, Hofstra, Vanderbilt, NYU, University of South Alabama, Stony Brook, just name it, my students have gotten into all these particular colleges. Okay, I just want to share the results of last year. Student one got into St. Louis and Toledo. On an average, my students get two BSMD acceptances with scholarships. Another student got four BSMD acceptances. Another student got two St. Louis and Nova Southeastern. Another got into Nova Southeastern with 84K scholarship. Okay. So basically, this is the cost of attendance. On an average, a BSMD program is going to cost you about $70 to $85,000. Okay, and if you see here, you really need to get a lot of institutional scholarships to be able to offset the pricing of that. So my promise to my students, which I try most, is to get them to study, create a budget, and make them study between $35 to $50,000 a year. Okay. This is the acceptance letter of Hofstra's BSMD program. It's a 4+4 BSMD program. And I also want to share with you like how much time we spend in creating the essays and all. That's where our specialty is. If you can see here, the admission officer has handwritten an acceptance note that says, I enjoyed learning about Garba through your essay, and I'm happy that it makes you feel connected to your culture. Okay. So, you ready for the success formula for BSMD? Let's get started. About the medical programs, I'm going to start with the traditional program, which is the 4+4. There's nothing wrong with that. Like it's a very, very good program. It's always a backup. This is 4 years of undergrad followed by 4 years of medicine, and students have to take an MCAT exam before applying to med schools. Okay, so please, if you're multitasking, come back. These are the most important criteria that you need to remember, which is basically students need an MCAT score, an overall GPA, shadowing experience, clinical experience, research, and other volunteering experience, and letters of recommendation. I want you to keep this in mind because it's going to show up again in another place. Okay. Early assurance program. Usually, this program is in such a way that students get to apply to the MD program after 2 years of college. Okay, it's like after the sophomore year, they get an opportunity to apply for the MD program. Okay, so they get to test waters. I prefer this program because students get to check whether they're really interested in pursuing a degree in medicine or not. It gives them 2 extra years to make their decision. Okay. Next is a combined medical program. It's also called the accelerated medical program or the guaranteed medical program. It's basically a combination of bachelor's and MD. It's called the BS MD program. Okay, so it's you don't need to have a separate process, like a separate admission process for med school, because you get the assurance right after high school. Okay, the acceptance rate is like notoriously low. It's between 1 to 5% acceptance rate. Okay, and of course your profile has to be made in such a way that it appeals to them for the 1 to 5%. Okay, there's another excellent choice that I wanted to share is the BSDO program. Okay, so about 60% of the DO physicians, they practice in primary care, which is the family medicine, internal medicine, OBGYN, and pediatrics. Okay, the only difference between DO and MD is that MD is allopathy or modern medicine. DO is osteopathy, where they're using osteopathic manipulative medicine, or it's a different field of medicine, but it's very, very well recognized and extremely popular field that is up and coming for sports injuries and everything. Okay. So next, what makes a great BSMD candidate, right? What are the factors? If you're multitasking, please come back because this screen is very, very important. You can take a screenshot if you want. Okay, so these are the 6 key admission categories that are needed. Number one is academics, which is GPA, like course rigor and everything. Next is test score. SAT, ACT scores are needed for the BSMD program. It's not test optional. Research, having research is extremely important in the high school tenure before applying to the BSMD. Community service, it has to be like healthcare related volunteering. There is medical, clinical exposure or shadowing that is like absolutely needed. And I'm going to tell you what are the kinds of shadowing that students can pursue. Then extracurricular activities, they're looking for a wow factor, okay, something that is like stands out. If they're applying for colleges that have 1 to 5% acceptance rate, then their profile also has to be 1 to 5%. Okay. I'm going to dig deeper. When it comes to academics, colleges are looking for GPA, class rank. Even if you're not given class rank, it's pretty okay. They're looking for AP and IB courses. Okay. They're looking for a golden rectangle when it comes to courses, which is chemistry, math, biology, and physics. Okay, even if you don't have like AP physics, if you have honors physics, that's good enough. But physics is extremely important subject that I see a lot of high school students overlooking. Okay, so again, they need high GPA, course rigor, course selection, and everything. The scores, next is the test scores. The scores that are needed is about 1530 plus, and ACT of 34 plus is what is needed for getting very good scholarships and admittance. Okay. For the extracurricular activity wow factor, it's students need to have volunteering anywhere from 100 plus. 100 is like the basic minimum, but you need more than that. Okay, then there's shadowing, there is research. All these are very important activities that are necessary. Okay, next is volunteering, research clinics, the nursing home, hospice cares, like senior citizen places and everything. Hospitals, all these are good volunteering opportunities. If you go over our website, you will see that students can open a club in their school, which is Horizon Network, and through the club they can go and volunteer in senior homes, which is what we recommend. And that's a very, very good extracurricular activity, which also shows leadership. Okay. Next is shadowing. Students can shadow a pediatrician, a physician, a dentist, a chiropractor. It can be anybody. Okay. It does not have to be some big specialist. You're going down Walmart or Costco and you see the eye center. You can just go there and ask them for shadowing an optometrist. Okay, even that is also a very, very good. Any you can shadow anybody with a doctor as their prefix. Okay, so they're looking for medical professionals who take care of the ill and everything. Okay. Next is research. Research is something that is very, very important in the student's profile, where they see if the student has created a hypothesis or some kind of a deep research in a particular topic. Okay, the different types of research that are available is like number one, publishing a research paper, which is what we offer in Gifted Gapper. Then students can work in a lab or a clinic. They can do research in hospitals and universities. Okay. A well-researched paper is basically we help them submitting their paper to journals that accept high school student research, and it's like peer reviewed by a faculty member. Okay, and the topic that we make our students write is from the medical field. Okay, now I'm going to go over a resume of a BSMD, BSDO candidate. This student got into both BSMD and BSDO. As you can see, she had 3 research papers that she wrote with us. 2 of her papers were published. You can put your DOI link when your paper gets published into your resume. And if you see here, the name of the research paper, the abstract, everything is available here. Okay, so that's a wonderful extracurricular activity to engage in. Okay, this student wrote 3, out of which 1 was submitted for publishing, which she said that it was submitted for publishing. She had a research internship. She had a lab internship. She shadowed with a dentist, of course, and she also volunteered at a hospital for her medical shadowing and volunteering. She had leadership as well. She was part of the HOSA, president of HOSA. She had started a co-founder of Generation Ratify. She also had a captain leadership opportunity, then a debate team, a lot of certificates and languages. Everything is here. So this is how a profile needs to be for a BSMD: research, like lab work, shadowing doctors, then working in a hospital, leadership opportunities, extracurricular. All these are very, very important in building a BSMD profile. Any questions about the resume, please post it there. Okay, I'm just going to ask. Okay. Next is the BSMD application process. It's a three-step application process where the undergrad application is filled in within the Common App. Then the medical application is sent to the student when they get selected. And then there's a mini medical interview, or like yes, there is a medical interview that students need to take on. Okay. So the question is, have you gained clarity into the BSMD or BSDO process? Any questions that I can take in? Please let me know. I'm just going to take a pause here to see if anybody has any questions. Yeah, Pooja, this whole presentation will be available on our YouTube channel and LinkedIn channel and everywhere. So you don't need to, like, everything will be available. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to continue with my presentation. Okay. So, how do you beat the competition? Right? That's the question. So you create a plan to differentiate from others. It's like that. Yes, you have to stand out. You have to be the top 1%, right? And uh, that's where we offer a lot of unique solutions from Gifted Gapper. We have research program. We're going to start a fall research. September 14th is when our fall research starts. We offer different research programs where students work with the expert, who's typically a research professor, and they work with a creative writer for about 10 to 12 weeks to create a paper, which is like 4,000 words that they can then submit for publishing. Okay. So these are the topics that we offer. We offer cancer, neuroscience, basically neurodegenerative diseases. We have infectious diseases, biomed, reproductive organs, like AI, genomics, business. All these programs are offered by us. Okay. And also a brochure we will share with you. So in here, you will see the different process that is there. This is a success story. This is the number of colleges that our students have gotten into. Everything is right here. Okay. And these are the topics that are available: neuroscience, cancer, disease modeling, genomics, nano, AI, and business. Okay. And these are our professors. Our professors are from universities. We have an assistant professor from University of Southern California for neuroscience. For cancer, it's Wayne State University. For environmental and nanoscience, we have a professor from Arizona State University. A molecular biology expert is from Bethel University. Okay, and we also have a person from University of Maryland who teaches AI. For rare diseases, we have an MD for genomics. For business as well, we have professors. Okay, so basically, this is how the program is designed. First 2 weeks, students do exploration about the background of the research. Third and fourth, they formulate research questions. Fifth and sixth, they do data collection. Seventh and eighth, they write the research paper. Ninth, they write conclusions. 10th week, they do finalization. And then they give final presentation for the research. Okay, so this is Dr. Kate. She is a full professor who teaches infectious diseases. Dr. Christina is Arizona State University. Dr. Monica is from University of Maryland, and these are our creative writers. They are licensed creative writers whose expertise we use to help students write their research paper. So how do you register? Everything is available on our website. I'm just going to quickly share that. Everything is available on giftedgabber.com. If you go in here, at the moment, it's all waitlisted. This is the website. All the information is there on this website. Okay, so all the details of the program you will get here. Right now, you'll only see waitlist, but come August 25th, everything will open up and you can join the waitlist if you prefer. Okay, so we have all the programs that are going to open up very, very shortly. Okay, it'll start on September 15th. All this is available on our website. As you can see here, these are the fall programs that is there. We're also offering college counseling, the BSMD counseling, and everything over here. Okay, college counseling, everything is available on our website. Okay. So that is a brief overview. This is a BSMD counseling. We help students create a very good profile. This is not for students who are applying to colleges. Students who are applying to colleges, basically, they have a completely different profile that we help them build. But the BSMD counseling, it includes the honors and awards, the extracurricular wow factor, creating the cover letter, the volunteering opportunities, the honors and awards. Everything is covered in the 10-week program. Okay. We also have BSMD counseling for students who are applying this fall. It pretty much includes everything: writing essays, college list, a resume, applying for scholarships. Everything is included. It's a year-long program. Okay. And again, everything is included. Applying through the Common App for the undergrad, applying to the medical school, and then the mini medical interview is also preparation. All of it is included. Okay, so the BSMD package, it includes about 5 BSMD programs with 2 BSDO. We help with the BSMD applications, the resume preparation, and the mini medical interview presentation, and as well as Casper, which is very, very important, which is a psychological test. Okay. These are the benefits of joining a program. It's a structured program. There's accountability, expert guidance, brainstorming, results. Everything is included in our program. Okay, and a research program success. I want to read this acceptance letter from Duke. It says, "I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research progress." So you see how important research is for BSMD or any highly selective school. Okay. So these are our acceptances. The student got into Johns Hopkins full tuition, St. Bonaventure, a lot of colleges. Okay, to schedule a call, you can select this link. Tomorrow, we have an exclusive call that you can join. It's again at 9 o'clock. You can come and ask any questions that you may have. Okay. Yeah, and now it's like we have early bird specials that are coming up for our research program. This is the link for your free scholarship course. Okay. Any questions? Let's get going with our questions. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to take on questions. Okay, any questions, please put them away. I'm just going to start from the top. Okay. The question is, will you be sharing the slides? The whole presentation is available on YouTube. You can watch it. Okay, so the question is generally, what is the recommended duration years that we should dedicate research? Typically, research takes about 3 to 6 months. So that is what is expected by the college, that you've spent that time with a professor and having written a research paper is very important. Okay. So it says, what are those stats, if you don't mind sharing? I shared with you my students who've gotten into all those colleges. It's also available on the brochure. My students typically get, on an average, 2 to 4 BSMD acceptances with scholarships. Okay. Okay, the question is, what will happen and what to expect in mini medical interview? So mini medical interview, they ask all kinds of questions about, psychologically how they would react as a doctor. They're looking for leadership. They're looking for situational questions where, oh, you're backing out and you see an accident, how are you going to react? They're looking for empathy. They're looking for real life problems that doctors encounter, and they ask those kind of questions. In my counseling, that's all included. I prepare students for the basically for the mini medical interview. Okay. The next question is generally, how we can start a research. Basically, we offer research programs under experts. Research need to be done under an expert. If a student just writes a research paper, it's a blog. AP seminar and AP research is not considered an extracurricular activity because it's part of the curriculum. Okay, it's part of the AP capstone curriculum, so it's not part of extracurricular activity. So research is supposed to be done with a professor or an expert in that field who has a PhD, and that is what we offer. Okay, great question. Okay, will you be covering more detail about the early assurance program? So yeah, this is what I have covered so far. All the much more deeper details is part of the counseling, where we teach the different kinds of programs, how to pick them, and everything. Okay. Is international can get, yes, there are a few colleges that allow for international students to apply. We do help students from India to apply to these programs. Okay. I'm also featured on, I'm just going to share with you, please check my YouTube channel. I am invited by basically, okay, I'm just going to go over here and share. I speak in an immigration channel, so you can go there and check out all the videos that are there. Okay, so basically, you will find here how students on visa can yeah, so right here, if you can see here, how to pursue a medical career in the US while being on visa is all available on my YouTube channel. You can just take a quick look at it and subscribe to it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, great questions. Also, please join my Facebook group. I have over nearly 10,000 people, and we share a lot of valuable resources in our Facebook group. So please join our Facebook group as well. Okay. Um, okay. Who provides BSMD counseling sessions? We do. I mean, I have a whole team. I'm qualified. I went to UC Berkeley to get my college counseling, and I'm very familiar with the BSMD process. I've been doing it for 5 years. So we teach students how to build that profile, Pooja. Okay. Is this only for high school students? Yes, research is for high school students, ninth grade, because that's where you want to build a profile. So yes, it is. Okay. Okay, the question is, I heard EMT helps BSMD. Can you give insights? Thank you again. Sridhar, EMT is a very, very common extracurricular activities. There's no wow factor in it. Just about everybody does EMT certification. So it's not something that stands out in a student's profile. Okay. Only for high school students? Yes. Okay. The question is, what would be the optimal time for BSMD counselor for junior? My student is available from Jan. Will it help still, or it's too late? Okay, so we offer two times our counseling, which is in fall, which starts September 14th. And it is about a 10-week program where we teach students how to build their profile week by week. Okay, we teach them how the admission officer looks at the profile and give them very deep insight on it. It's a very good counseling session that students gain a lot of knowledge in. Okay, if that doesn't work, then next year, perhaps in spring, we offer in February. Okay, great. Okay, I hear the resume typically should be one page. Is it true? Smita, certain colleges only ask for one page. Penn State wants one page. The rest of the places, they don't have this restriction. So we have a long form resume, which is like 4 or 5 pages. And then we have a one page just exclusively for Penn State. Okay, great question. Okay, can you make any major subject through BSMD program but specialize in a different area? It is possible. So that's part of the program that they join is they specialize in one. The first 4 years, or you can do your undergrad in 3 years. It's all gearing towards the MD program, and certainly you can specialize, which is offered in that program to that area. Yeah. Okay, so this is my website. This is the YouTube channel. Please subscribe there. You don't this video, you can watch it again through my YouTube channel. Okay, and this is the Facebook groups. I'm just going to share that. Hold on a minute. Okay, so Pioneer Parents, I'm just going to quickly share. We have this group where we share a lot of content for colleges. Like as you can see here, this is something that is going on. This is our video, but you will see all kinds of information that we share. The importance of research, and everything we share in our site. And also next week, we have a 3-day workshop or challenge that you can join, where we go deeper into this. This was just half an hour. That goes deeper for 3 days. Okay. Accelerated programs are much more rigorous than early assurance program. How do we prepare for accelerated combined programs and how to pick programs? Gina, is all about the profile building based on what your profile is. Profile, when I say it, based on the GPA, test score, extracurricular activity, we help students build their college list. Okay, college list building is something that we do in the senior year when their test scores and their GPA is ready. So yes, it is possible. My students typically get into 2 to 4 BSMD programs because there's no uncertainty, right? If you're going to a traditional program, you don't know whether you're going to get into a med school or not. But the BSMD, it gives you conditional acceptance into that. Yeah, so it's all about profile building. There are many colleges. Hofstra is 1 to 5% acceptance rate, and they tell you very clearly on their website that a student has to be 1 to 5% to apply to the college. Okay, so it is based on a student's profile. Okay. Is it too late for a student, a high school senior? No, it's not. Our program is starting on September 14th. You can join. And in your application, you will put that you are pursuing research. You're continuing research in this professor's name. So yes, you can do that. And by the time you go to your mini medical interview, your paper would be published, at which point you can update your resume and present it. Okay. My son is applying to college app this fall. Is this late? No. If you're looking for counseling, we are accepting students for our counseling program. Okay, so it doesn't matter if your son doesn't have research, but they still need counseling help as to how to build that college essays. Shweta, is that what you're looking for? Then it is there. Okay. Can he work on research now? Yes. Our September 14th, our programs are opening. Please enroll in them. We accommodate senior students. We give them preference over the normal students, and we will help them. You have to be very honest in your application, and you're going to say that you're pursuing research. You started in September. It's better than nothing, right? So it doesn't matter. We can do that. Okay, great questions. Any other questions? Okay. Could you please share the type of counseling programs you have for students? Is How can parents and students work with you? Okay, so basically, I have research, of course, STEM research programs. I have counseling programs. Let me just share my website. Everything is on my website, so it would be better if I share that. Okay, so basically, this is my website. You can go over here. So these are the various programs that we have. For fall, we have all these research programs. We have college counseling for seniors. You want one-on-one sessions, we have that scholarship. We have that we specialize in scholarship. You can see here we have the fall research programs. Then we have the college counseling programs. If it's a non-STEM student, you can enroll in this program. Then, if it is a BSMD counseling, you can enroll in this program. Everything is mentioned here in our website. Okay, so these are the programs that I offer. We offer counseling and research. Okay. Next question. It says, how would be approximate cost? Okay, so the cost and everything will be released on August 25th. And that's when the enrollment starts. So you will have all the details in that. Okay, yes. Do volunteering in EMS for significant amount of time as an EMT not help them? It helps. Everything helps, but it's not a wow factor. Okay, so you need some really top-notch extracurricular activities and then some fillers, right? So I wouldn't consider EMT as a top activity, but it's good to have. Okay, you need to look for something that is significant, like a research, like a passion project, things like that, some volunteering that was exceptionally done. All those really help, right? It's the decision is yours. Do you want to blend in and do what everybody else is doing, or do you want to stand out? Okay, so for BSMD or any other excellent program, they are looking for people who stand out. So it's all about building that kind of a profile, right? So that's very, very important. What is the maximum BSMD programs kids apply? I'm asking because Common App only applies 20. What is the best recommendation on how? Okay, so basically it again depends on the student's profile, right? 20 is the undergrad applications. BSMD, we typically recommend 5 because the application process is intensive. It's like a root canal, extremely hard. So my students typically apply to 5 to 6 BSMD programs, and they apply to 2 BSDO programs. So on an average, they apply to 8 BSMD programs, but they apply to 20 undergrad programs, right? So that's what it is. And also it's the profile, right? The reaches, the safeties, the matches, it's all based on the student's profile. So that's how we build that. There's no cookie cutter formula for, oh, you need to have like 2 IVs, this much. No, it depends on their profile, right? Whether they're the top 5% in their class, top 10%, top 20%, right? So that's how we build our college list. Shweta, great question. The papers get published you can submit it anywhere that accepts high school research. We submit it to Journal of Student Research. I'm going to share with you how many students have submitted already. Over 300 students have been in my program. And basically, over 150 students have successfully published. Like, I'm just going to share with you. This was a research on CRISPR and cancer treatment. If you see here, all these were published. If it's published, then you get a DOI link. So all these students have successfully published their research paper. Okay, all these are, yeah. So we help them submit it in this journal. Okay. Great question. What is it called? Which journals or conferences do students publish their research? Like I mentioned, they can participate in Intel Regeneron contest, science fairs everywhere, and then we help them submit it in this publication. Okay. How important is a Common App essay for BSMD program? Very important. That's like the most important personal statement that is there. That is not just for BSMD, for the whole application. So we have an ex-admission officer who reviews our Common App essays. We get beautiful essays out of our students. Okay. Can you please share the link to enroll for the research program? So you'll have to join the wait list. We will be launching everything on our website. Please join our wait list. We will be launching all of that on August 25th. Okay. Is research publication with only my kid's name or will it be a group? Okay, Shweta, students do individual research. It's not a group research. So your student will be the sole author. The professor will be the advisor of it. So it's an individual project. Okay, great. Okay, so mhm. Would working as a fellow in state campaign help as a wow or is it connected? If you're applying for the BSMD program, it has to be connected to the medical field, right? They're looking for students to showcase their medical field. So yes, this is a very, very exclusive program. So they are looking for students who are deep in their expertise in medical program. I'm going to show you one of my students' resume, and you will see how many things she had done. Okay, so yes, it's very important that you select opportunities that are medically focused. Okay, so I'm just going to share her. Okay, so if you see here, this is Anuprabha's resume. If you see here, she's Science Bowl, PVSA Award. She has Chemistry Club, AI, Mad Hatters, shadowing. If you see here, she has so much shadowing. She has so much research engagements with that, internships. She has volunteering, everything that are related to the medical field. Okay. Okay, great question. Okay, do medical schools see common application or they see the supplemental essay? They see both the common app and the supplemental essays. They see everything. So the undergrad acceptance is through the under the common app. So the common app essay is very important, and then they do see the BSMD essays. Okay, great question. Great question. Okay, now the question is, let me know. You can even join my call tomorrow for any questions that you may have. Hold on a minute. I'll put that link as well. You can schedule a call to meet with me if you have any questions. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Okay. Any other questions? If not, I'll let you guys go. I look forward to seeing you all in my program, which we are going to announce shortly. I'm very excited about it. Yeah. Okay. So there's a question. The research that, okay, let me just get that. Okay, Gina says the research you're referring to with the student being is it like the topic review? It's not likely the lab clinical. Yes, we don't have a lab. Okay, and students are minors. We cannot offer them any blood kit or anything. Secondary literary review is also considered research. They are going to crunch numbers. They're going to draw their own diagrams. It is their own invention. It is considered a valid research. You're right. Okay. Okay. So how soon does a taker take to be published after the completion? Okay. So the publication process takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You will raise red flags if colleges find out that it's done faster than that. So on an average, it takes 3 to 6 months for a paper to get published. So if your child is applying for colleges next year, this is the perfect time because about December, January is when it's going to get published. Okay. Can you provide the tomorrow's calls? I just posted it. Right. Yeah, you can schedule the thing. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? If not, I'll let you guys go. You can schedule a call with me, and I can answer your questions tomorrow. Okay. Bye now.